What is up, guys? King Deri here, bringing you a video that's a little different from usual. So today we're going to be looking at League of Legends Wild Rifts patch 2.1 notes. So as you can see, we're going to be getting replays now, spectator mode, 2 new champs, and balance changes to some yordles and a lot of blue notes. So let's just dive on in and see. First, we have Zaya, and then Rakan. So of course, the couple, Rakan and Zaya, these are their looks for the game, their models, and yeah, they will both be released later in the patch. I don't have any details here. I don't think there's any details here about their abilities, but we'll see. So replays are now available for your 50 most recent matches. Play back your game as it happened to improve your play or relive those unforgettable moments. Replays feature a new HUD showing both teams' items, summoner spells, gold earned, and more. So, well, as we can see here, the replay system is way different than in PC, obviously. But it's still really cool, though. It makes it easier, but I don't think you can record here, unlike on the PC version where you can just record highlights. I'm not sure though. We'll see. Replays can be accessed from your match history page or the end of game screen. Watch the match as it happened or follow any other player in the game. Different playback speed settings are available, ranging from 0.5 to 8 times speed. Rewinding time skipping is not currently supported. Okay, so we can't well, obviously we can't time skip or rewind the video. We can just fast forward it. Replays will expire with each new patch. Okay, now we also have spectator mode, which is basically in PC where you get to watch your friends play. Attention all coaches, organizers, and backseat gamers. Patch 2.1 brings the ability to spectate your friends' matches. Spectating a match-made game features a 3-minute delay to avoid game spoilers. Custom games feature 3 spectator slots and do not have any delay. Okay, so in order to spectate a player in a match-made game, you must be friends with them. You must be on the same game version to spectate a player. If you don't want to make a spectacle of yourself, turn off allow spectators in the settings menu. When spectating, the map will always be oriented with Baron Lane at the top and Dragon Lane at the bottom. Okay, so if you're watching a spectator game, if you're spectating a game, and the person you're spectating is in red team, that means they will appear on top just like they would on PC. Unlike when you actually play the game, you'll appear on the bottom side in order to I still don't remember what they did for that, why they did that, but yeah. So for skins, we are going to be getting the Lunar Beast. We are definitely going to be getting the Lunar Beast set, Lunar Beast Alistar, Annie, Darius, Fiora, Jarvan IV, and Miss Fortune. We're also getting Panda Teemo, Cosmic Dawn Rakan and Zaya, Heartseeker Vayne, Sweetheart Rakan, Sona, and Zaya too. So for the Lunar Beast events, okay, so it doesn't say anything about the Lunar Beast event. And for the champions, here we are going to see the nerfs or buffs. Okay. So first we have Corki. Corki isn't delivering on his high fly and highfalutin antics, especially given his identity as a marksman mage. We're adding a bit of satisfaction to his arsenal. So his first skill or Q, Phosphorus Bomb, is getting a 0.2 bonus AD buff. His third skill or E is getting plus. Oh wow, that's actually a very huge buff. His third skill is getting doubled in all ranges. His his ultimate missile barrage is gonna get plus 20 and then plus 40 in rank 2 and 3. Plus 20 in rank 2, plus 40 in rank 3. His AD ratio is going to be changed from 0.25 at all ranks to 0.25, 0.45, and 0.65. Big one base damage is going to be changed from 160, 190, 220 to 160, 230, and 300. Big 180 ratio is going to be changed from 0.5 at all ranks to 0.5, 0.9, and 1.3. So as you can see, Corky is getting a huge buff right here. Just his damage, his armor, it's just off the charts. So next we have Jarvan the Fourth. Jarvan's been underperforming for a while now, so we're giving him some buffs to make him a more worthy contender. So Jarvan is also getting buffs apparently, and his AD per level is going to be increased from 3.6 to 4.55. Martial Cadence, his passive, will now deal 20 minimum damage, so it won't deal less than 20. His first skill, Dragon Strike to Demacian standard dash combo hitbox size is increased from 2 to 2.5. I see. Okay, so his EQ combo, or his third skill and the first skill combo, the hitbox size is going to be increased by 0.5. His ultimate Cataclysm is going to get increased dash speed, I think. Is it? No. Yeah, no. His Cataclysm is going to be nerfed a little bit. It's going to be nerfed by 0.15, and it's going to be 0.25 seconds instead of 0.4 seconds. So pretty balanced changes on Jarvan here. I don't really get to fight much Jarvans in my games, so I don't really know if this is going to be a hindrance or a good thing for him, but we'll see. For Jax has been underperforming in matchups. We expect him to be stronger in amping up his gap closing so he can snowball better, particularly in situations against squishy range champions. Okay, so the only change is for his Q, or his first skill, Leap Strike. The range will be changed from 6 to 6.5. Its cooldown will be reduced from 9, 8, 7, 6 to 7.5, 7, 6.5, and 6. Wow, that is a huge level 1 difference, because now Jax, instead of having 9-second cooldown on his first skill, he's going to have a 7.5. It's basically a 1.5 buff on his first skill. The damage ratio is going to be going up from 55, 110, 165 to 220 to 60, 115, 170, 225. So basically plus 5 all over the board. Next we have Kai'Sa, where they're fixing an issue where Kai'Sa wasn't hitting as hard as she should. So her second skill, Void Seeker, correctly applies Caustic Wounds damage to the target hit. I think Caustic Wounds is Kai'Sa's passive, but I don't really know because I don't normally play Kai'Sa, even on PC. But we'll see. Okay. Now, the moment I've been waiting for. The moment The only reason why I'm making this video actually is because I saw that they were going to nerf this lightning squirrel. Electric Ninja Rat too strong, especially as a lane bully and burst mage. We're tuning him down across the board. Thank you. I absolutely hate Kennen. Kennen players are trash. I mean, he has movement speed. He has stuns galore. What more can you want? Like, if you play Kennen, you're basically autopiloting. The funny thing is, if my enemy team gets a Kennen, they win, right? But if I get a Kennen, I lose. Okay, so rant over. Let's get to the changes. So for his base stats, his base AD is going to be changed from 58 to 52, minus 6. And his movement speed is going to be changed from 335 to 330, minus 5. That's actually pretty nice. Electrical Surge, his second skill, is going to get increased cooldown at levels 1, 2, and 3 from 12, 10, and 8 to 15, 12, and 9. That is so good. His third skill, Lightning Rush, is going to get its base damage decreased from 85, 140, 195, 250 to 70, 125, 180, going to be decreased by 15 all across the board. And its AP ratio is going to be decreased from 0.8 to 0.7. And his ultimate, Slicing Maelstrom, is going to have its damage decreased from 35, 70 to 105 to 30, 60, 90. So it's minus 5 for level 1, minus 10 for level 2, and minus 15 for level 3. That's so good as a nerf for Kennen. I hate Kennen. And its AP ratio is also going to be nerfed from 0.2 to 0.15. That is so good. Okay, so now we have Lee Sin. Our last change has made it so Sonic Wave, his first skill, sometimes can't reach a target kicked back by Dragon's Rage, his ultimate. We're adjusting the range to make this combo reliable again. We expect this to be a light nerf, but Lee Sin is for the most part in an okay spot. Okay, so the ultimate Dragon's Rage is going to get a slight nerf, getting in the knockback range from 7.5 to 6.75. But I don't think that's gonna do much for Lee Sin mains here. I mean, I guess you'll be able to notice it. You'll notice the difference in the clash in big fights, but overall, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Next, we have Tristana, who's going to get a buff. Yeah, I just looked at her stat changes, and she's definitely going to get a buff. So Tristana's abilities feel very lackluster, and her signature explosive charge, her third skill, is not living up to its promise of being a huge nuke when fully stacked. We're amping up all her explosive powers to help keep her pace with other bot laners. So her first skill, Rapid Fire, is going to get its attack speed increased from 30, 50, 70, 90% to 50, 70, 90, and 110%. Basically it's gonna get plus 20 all across the board. Holy crap, that is huge. And its duration is gonna be increased from 5 seconds to 7 seconds too. I might pick up Tristana again. The base damage for her rocket jump, her second skill, is going to be increased by 15 all across the by 25 all across the board. Wow, that's so huge. And her explosive charge, her third skill, is going to be increased. The passive base damage is going to be increased from 40, going to be increased by 15 all across the board. The active base damage is going to be increased by 5, 10, 15, and 20, depending on each level. 5 for 1, 10 for 2, 15 for 3, and 20 for 4. The AD ratio is going to be increased from 50, 70, 90, 110% bonus AD to 55, 90, 125, and 160. What? Oh my god, Tristana is going to be broken. I can already tell. Next, we have Twisted Fate, which is going to get pretty decent buff, I guess, since I don't really get to see much Twisted Fate in my games. So Twisted Fate has been underperforming, especially in higher levels of play. We are making it more rewarding to players who are able to select the right card in the right situation. So only his second skill is going to get a buff here. The blue card mana restoration is going to be increased by 50 from 50, 65, 80, 95 to 60, 90, 120, 150. That's actually pretty huge. The blue card AP ratio is going to be increased from 0.5 to 0.8. The red card AP ratio is going to be increased from 0.5 to 0.65. The gold card stun duration is going to be increased from 125, 1.5, 175 to 125 to 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and then 2 seconds. That's actually really good, because now you can escape, you can engage more frequently. You basically won't run out of mana because of the blue card buff. Okay, next we have Yasuo. So Yasuo's ultimate sometimes feel more like a last sigh. Currently, it feels like it takes too long to complete the animation, so we're speeding it up and also increasing its damage in the late game. Oh, okay. So his ultimate last breath is going to be get increased base damage at level 2 and level 3. Level 50 base damage for level 3 for level 2, and 100 base damage for level 3. The animation time is going to be decreased from 1.5 to 1.25, and obviously the knockup duration is also going to be changed from 1.5 to 1.25. Next, we have items. Actually, I didn't think I'd see items here. We believe Yumu's is offering too much as a single item and needs to be trimmed down a bit to have a clearer and weaker purpose. We're reworking the momentum passive to only stack movement speed at a baseline instead of also converting momentum into magic damage. Since our goal is not to nerf Dead Man's Plate, we will be adding the momentum to magic damage conversion onto Dead Man's Plate's Crushing Blow passive. So, Yomu's Ghostblade momentum removed the attack. They removed attacks convert momentum into bonus magic damage on hit. Attacks will still remove all momentum stacks. Spectral haste unchanged. Okay. So I think it's only going to be movement speed now. I don't think there's going to be bonus damage. So Dead Man's Plate, you're going to remove the attacks convert momentum into bonus magic damage as well. Attacks will still remove all momentum stacks, but there's a new thing called Crushing Blow, which makes it so that attacks deal magic damage equal to momentum stacks removed. Melee attacks that expend max momentum also slow by 50% for 1 second. So it's basically turned into the PC version's Dead Man's Plate. Stacking the effects of the redemption of Lock and Enchant should come at a cost similar to multiple heals. We're adding some restrictions to preserve active enchant diversity. Next we have Redeeming Enchant, which is for redemption. Redemption heal effect is reduced by 50% if the target has been affected by another redemption in the last 20 seconds. Okay. So basically, they're nerfing the chain redemption, just so that not everyone builds it, I guess. But I don't think I rarely actually even see redemption in my games. And just a side note, I do keep saying that in my games, and I'm not even providing my rank. I'm currently in Platinum 1, um, almost Emerald, so it's basically high Platinum. Well, it's definitely high Platinum. So yeah, next we have Locket Enchant. The Locket Shield effect. This is reduced by 50% if the target has been affected by another Locket in the last 20 seconds. So just like Redemption, the Locket of Iron Solari enchantment for the boots is going to be nerfed by 50% if a lot of people builds Solari. Gameplay new features ping display added the ability to see your exact latency in the game. Okay, so now it's mostly like the PC version too, where you can see the ping, so you know if you're lagging so much or not. The portrait lock, by popular demand, added the ability to choose the order in which enemies appear when using portrait lock. Oh, okay. So basically, I think what I think this means is that it's going to be like how you see the enemies in ranked games for PC, where it's listed from top, jungle, mid, bot, and support. I think that's what it's going to do. So for in-game chat, the in-game chat settings have been updated. All team off is now all team party. The new party setting allows for pre-made party chat while hiding chat from other team members. Isn't that already what it is? I'm pretty sure that's already what it is. Summoner spell timers added an indicator around summoner spell buttons showing exactly how long spellcasts like barrier and ghosts will be active. Oh, okay. So there's it's like for actual it's like for skills now that activates and then decreases over time, like Tristan's first skill, where you can see or Darius's wait, no, not Darius, or actually, yeah, like Darius's passive, like Darius's ultimate in PC, where if you kill someone using Noxian Guillotine, it's gonna show you how much time you have before it runs out of cooldown. Smite indicator added a visual indicator to indicate reduced gold from minions if using the Smite summoner spell. Uh, what? So I think you'll know better if you get reduced gold. Basically, if you use your smite to kill minions, I guess. Gameplay changes. Hand of Baron. We felt that Hand of Baron buff on empowered minions felt unfair to opponents and was misleading, so we're taking some power away from them when you've long since pieced out. When champions with Hand of Baron buff leave minion vicinity, buff linger duration reduced from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. That's actually really, really good, since a lot of times when a lot of times when a team gets Baron, it's basically endgame. Now there's a bit more of a chance. The Rift Scuttlers now spawn similar to League PC at the start of the game. 2 Rift Scuttlers spawn, one on each side of the map. Then 1 Scuttler on either side is randomly spawned thereafter. Okay, that's good. So some other news is that they increased the amount of blue motes in weekly activity chests and slightly increased activity points required to earn the third chest in a week. So XP and power coins rewards unchanged. I would have liked if they added like 5 power coins or something. So the first chest is still going to be 120, and the blue motes that you're gonna get is going to be changed from 150 to 250. The second chest is still going to be 240, And from the blue modes that you're going to get from 175 to 275. The third chest, which is previously 400, is going to be 465, which is so big. That's so many. That's so much. Jesus. And the blue modes that you're going to get is going to be increased from 200 to 425. I mean, it's pretty good, I guess. Also, it's pretty good since you're going to be able to get your desired champion more fast. I can't English. You'll be able to get your the champion you want to buy faster if you manage to get those, because 250, 275, that's already 525, and then add the 425, that's going to be 950. That's already so much, because you only need 5,500 for each champion. Added the ability to gift recalls, baubles, and emotes, so you can... Okay, that's cool. Fixed a bug where reaching account level 10 would remove the suggested activities menu. I'd never experienced that bug, actually, so I guess it's good that they fixed it. Chests now prioritize granting unknown content first, and if all potential content is owned, portal coins can be granted instead. This fixes an issue where chests could not be used if all potential content was owned. Champions earned from leveling up has been removed as potential drops from chests. Okay. Adjusted the login flow to ensure that important login pop-up messaging like server status will not be skipped when using automatic login. On iOS, increased the time before automatic logout when minimizing wild rift or locking screen. Refreshed tutorials with more information about lane indicators, and moved hardware device permission request from first login to the first time a feature is used. For instance, instead of requesting access to save media on first login, Wild Rift now asks for access for the first time saving media, like sharing on social media. Okay. I don't understand any of that, but okay. So the free-to-play champion rotation is going to be Aurelion Sol, Darius, Ezreal, Fizz, Jax, Jhin, Lee Sin, Shyvana, Sona, and Soraka for February 4th to February 10th. And then Amumu, Braum, Camille, Draven, Graves, Nami, Varus, Wukong, Zed, and Ziggs for February 11th to 17th. So, yeah, that's the patch notes. I absolutely cannot wait to experience Kennen's nerfs. I absolutely hate Kennen with a passion in Wild Rift. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.